Greetings, salutations, and all of that fun stuff. Hey, how you doing? Got the old Stratocaster on the workbench today. Tonight, I don't know. Time's it 4:30, and it's still some light out. So a day. I'm bored. Want to do something. Yeah, just whatever. Let's put some strings on this thing. I don't remember the last time I put strings on this thing. I don't know. I'll play with it. You got anything better to do? No. If you had anything better to do, you wouldn't be watching this. So, you already answered your own question. Where's my tuner? Well, I guess we're not tuning it in this episode. Well, it's probably in the other room. Go find it. Jeez, Ben, would you put a quarter wind on these? Half wind? Something like that. Got the locking tuners on this. We can go over the various details of this as we go through it. You know, if you're newer to the channel, and if you've been around for a while, you know I did do an entire video on this guitar. Jeez, that might be a couple of years ago. I don't know. A while ago. Let's just say, what's done is done. What's their schmutz on the tuner, you'd think? After having tuners since the early 90s. Oh, no, that's just mung. Alright. Just a little stiff. Alright. Back off the backs. Back off the backs. I think these go all the way out. Yep. Go all the way out. So that's the thing with your older generation. You got your little flywheel thing, your thumb wheel. Thumb screw? Sure. But that doesn't actually go right up into the tuner. Then you got a little push rod. That's not the camera side. This is the camera side. But it's not focusing. It doesn't matter. It knows what we're talking about. You know what? Let's put that one back in. Spurzel. 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 Something like that, right? I don't know. They've been on this thing since 1994. 93, 94. Sure. Babble to myself. I'm just gonna do this video unedited. Unedited? But I'm already thinking to myself, where's my tuner? I'm gonna go grab my tuner. I'll be right back. Look at this. No edit. Just look at the room. There's more boxes and I added some cabinetry. Don't they look nice? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that was a loud bang. I didn't slam. Shush. I didn't slam it. It just sounded louder than it was. Sounded louder. No, it sounds about as loud as it actually was. Alright. Let's get this one. Can't believe I've had this guitar, let's say 29 years. Still has all the finish on the back of the neck. How'd that happen? You know, oh, right. Do I have my wiggle stick handy to push down so I can push up? No. So that means we gotta take off the trim cover. Of course we do. Alright. Screwdriver. Work. We're using a Mastercraft brand, available at Newfie Speed and Sport. We got a dash. Well, it's a. I think this was one of my grandparents' coasters back in the day. I think it's got. Yeah, it's got some. Let's see if we can get a reflection. Yeah, we got some geese going on, some cattails. Sure, works. Aluminum. I don't know where the rest of the coasters are. It's the only one that's still around, so it's kind of become a parts dish. Yeah. How's everyone doing? I think everyone that celebrates it's done it for the Thanksgivings. You know, we had ours, I don't know, a month ago? Sure, month and a half. Americans were late to the game. They just had theirs yesterday as of the recording of this. So. Haven't put out any videos in the last while for obvious reasons we're not getting into. But this might be the first video back after I come back. Come back? Yeah. Coming back this Sunday. Of course, you don't. There's no point in really talking about it because you're watching this after that. Unless you haven't watched that, well, go back and watch it. Jeez. Clearly, I replaced one of the springs in here at one time. I say that clearly. Well, they look the same on camera there. But see, now if I turn it, see that one's a little, the middle one's a little browner. They're completely different colors. Oh, yeah. You can't see. Still got all the polishing. You can't. Well, that can't be good for the headstock. Well, that can't be good for the body. Just put it down. Well, there's still a bunch of buffing compound. What I'm saying is there's still 30 years of buffing. I don't know. Still from the factory. What I'm saying is for the majority of the time I own this thing, I didn't know what to do with it. Or, yeah, I didn't. No, that's correct. I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't play it. Couldn't service it. I bet you these height adjustments are frozen. And they're all leaning. See, I haven't done a setup on this. I realized I haven't done much on the channel with this guitar. Because it has a twisted neck. And I got a replacement neck. Thanks again, Cowtown Customs. Sent me a neck, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. I haven't got around to putting it on. We'll get to it. We got a drill press. I almost feel confident. Especially after a couple of ice cold snacks. You feel the confidence in, drilling out neck holes. But then the sober me says, you shouldn't. Just don't. And so I don't. I noticed young me had no problem with these. I put these to the radius of the neck. No, I want that one up a touch. We'll double check the intonation. They're not frozen. That's a miracle. I'm getting a nice huff of dust. Like, oh man, I feel like I'm in an attic. Not basement. Attic. Attic. Not addict. Hey, look at that. Boner Jams. Hey. Shout out to Boner Jams. This has been recording sideways the whole time. I just noticed my timer's over here. It should be at the top, but it's over here. Oh, great, so I get to rotate the whole thing. What am I doing? Fretboard's pretty clean. Well, you know, I should clean it. Let's give this a quick cleaning. Overall. And you know what's old? Because it's got... Let's see if it won't come. It's overexposed, just like my career. Like when the custom shop, they get that little, I don't know, it looks like pencil graphite along here. Leaching out. Yeah, it's starting to do that. It's only on the one fret, though. I wish we could see that, but we can't see it. See, I'm hitting stuff. You could grab the camera down a bit. Well, I could, but then I got to pause to put... No. Just trust me. Yes, and one knob is a different color because when I got it, it only had two, and this is creamed over... Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have said that. It's off-white is what I'm saying. And, yeah, it's off-white. One knob's that color, the rest are that color. Yeah. There we go. Hey, what's that, a vape? Sure. Grab some cleaning tools. This is just lighter fluid, which evaporates in no time. What's the fret with the mung? The mung's not easily coming out. Well, the mung's going to stay then. Whatever that mungy may be. Jesus. Tell this is around when I still smoked. Haven't cleaned this too well. getting a nice little beige color coming off the fretboard. Telltale signs of nicotine exposure. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit. Fairness, this thing was stored at Richie's place. You guys know Richie. Well, if you've been around the channel a while, you know. If you're new, you don't. That's fine. Go watch an old video for 2018. He was co-host. I used to store all my gear at his house for a period of time, and we both still smoked at the time. And it was a studio apartment. So, you can just imagine the amount of smoke in the air. Oh, yeah, that's it's getting nasty. Maybe this pickguard is in fact white. No. Oh, the bridge monk. It's getting there. I always say it might not be perfect, but it's better than it was. There. All right. Wow, there's a lot of scratches. Thank God for metallic paint. Metallic paint really... Does metallic paint cover up scratches more? Sure. Oh, nice dent there where I clear it with my cable and I missed. Must have been one of those sobriety challenged events. Get those smudge marks though. Probably if I used a clean cloth or paper towel, you get all those smudges. There. Yeah, sure. How the frets look, Ben? You know, not too shabby. We're going to no. We're just gonna go straight for the top, the 1000. I wouldn't mind giving this thing a fret job, but hey, I got a whole replacement neck for it. There we go. A little money up here. Well, I don't play up here. Who uses these frets? I don't. Oh, if it starts squeaking like field mouse, you're clean. There we go. Done. Sure. What kind of strings are we putting on it? Well, those who know me know me. And you're saying, no, he's going to put on Ernie ball sacks. Nope. Something like that. Does this work? Nope. Mind. Check it out. Didario? Wrong again. Oh, these are tight. Oh. Sure. Yeah, perfect. No, we are going to go with the Bob Seger Silver Bullets. Why? Because I bought a set. You know, because they're supposed to seat. You know, well, I'm doing like one of those exploding diagram things. They seat up inside the trum block better, in theory. They don't bind. Again, I bought these on sale because I think they were already a little stale. Strings go stale? Sure. Well, there's a lot of packaging. We got the paper package, then we got the plastic package. You know, I don't know why. You know, you got the ball sacks, they just use just the plastic. And, see, it just happened to happen. The Didario folks use just the paper. Fender does both. Guess you can when you're a company that size. You know, that doesn't need to be off there. That could go on there and at that, like even off camera. Look at that. Seems to be an awful lot of propaganda and stuff in here for a pack of strings. Oh no, that was just the label. Okay. First and fourth. Oh, that's annoying. 3 packages. First and fourth. Sounds like an address. Meet me at first and fourth. You at first and fourth? No, I'm at third and sixth. Nowhere near you. I'm in the middle at second. Yeah, you knew that was coming. You knew it was coming. Printed with soy ink and recycled paper. All right. Well, what about the plastic there? You know, the dinosaur juice. That's what those are made out of, right? There it is. Is this recyclable? Oh, look at that. All be dipped. Recyclable. Fender string packaging utilizes modern vapor corrosion inhibitor technology. In other words, they seal the bag to ensure that you get factory fresh performance every time you restring your instrument. Funny part is, I don't recall a Fender guitar coming with Fender Bullet strings in quite a while. Usually they have D'Addarios on them, I thought. But we digress. All right. So, restring your instrument, we said that. This plastic bag is impregnated, you know, that's impregnating, with vapor corrosion inhibitors. Okay. Is that extra dinosaur juice? That release a thin layer of protecting molecules, that attach themselves, yeah, you know, Big Bang Theory stuff, right? To the metal surfaces of your strings. So you coat my strings? Because the strings are in the bag that's also in this. Sure. By creating a barrier only a few molecules in thickness. In other words, it's so thin you can't see it. You just have to take our word for it. Okay. They protect your strings from moisture and other harmful gases without affecting string tone. This material is completely safe and recyclable. Well, then we'll just put it in the recycling bag then, won't we? There we go. All right. I think it's all a bunch of malarkey myself. But hey, kudos Fender if what you say. Wow, this is starting to age. You know, well, it's been 30 years. That's cool. All right, we dig that. Oh, you didn't polish that. You never polish. Well, see, I was scratched all to hell. Apparently, somebody likes to wear belt buckles. This is actually a 1989. Oh, these strings are. Well, maybe it's just the light. I was going to say they're corroded, but it's where they're overlapping. No, there's some corrosion on them. But then again, I'm not going to hold that, you know, like I say, I bought these things at least a year and a half ago. Who knows? It was a while ago. Look at that. So they got the little on the end. All right. So we want the thinnest one. That's going to go in the thinnest one hole. Sure. Go. It's definitely, you know, if anything, you might get some extra sustain. That's some weight on the end of these things. Like, ew. That would hurt. Which one's this one? The fourth, right? Yeah. Thanks for playing along at home. Excuse me. Yes, I have an itchy armpit. Deal with it. Alright, next. How do these ones look, huh? I just wanted to use these, and I wanted to make a video, and I didn't know what to make a video on necessarily. You know, if these strings last more than a day and a half, I'm happy. Well, that didn't work out well at all. Don't throw the string over your shoulder. That was right in the ear. It's like a freaking mosquito. And Canadian friends know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't have mosquitoes in your neck of the woods, well that's just all. How did you pick up that much? Maybe I need to sweep in here. That's what. What was this, the fifth? I plead the fifth? Sure. Oh, on the inside of the flap, they got a little Fender. Oh, you can't see that. Well, maybe you can't see little Fender logos. Not on the outside, on the inside. Sure, just to compare them to all the other bullet and string companies out there. Does anybody else make bullets? Do you use? I've never used the, well, I can't say I've never had, because somebody might have had them on a guitar and I wasn't aware of it. But as far as, to the best of my recollection, which that's what you always say on the witness stand, to the best of my recollection, which means I can say whatever I want, because it's best if I remember. I don't think I've ever used bullets. So this is new. I'm not expecting it to stay in tune, because I never set it up to stay in tune necessarily. I don't use the wiggle stick, that's what I'm saying. Pause for the cause. Sure, just relic the headstock some more. Alright, so we got this. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes in. Sure. Why not? We'll get them on. I'm not worried about intonation, action, Jackson, any of that stuff. Get in the hole. Sure. And I just pull them snug and then apparently turn this the wrong way. Fuck. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, Ben. I swore. Well, I kind of swore. Did you hear me swear? I don't know. Let's try this again. I've got a random hair that, there we go, falling down. It was just doing a little Texas two-step right on the tip of my nose. Don't cross-thread it. There you go. I wonder what these things cost. Wish I knew. $100? Sure. Which was, you know, that was a fair amount of coin in the 90s. Righty tighty. Aha. There we go. Under is he stringing a tree? Did I mention the gauge? We're using 9 through 42s. Well, you know now. There we go. Be nice if we could play music in here. You know, you can't because the YouTubes and the algorithms. Well, I could. Just has to be non-copywritten. Maybe play some original music, but I don't have it. Do I have any original music? I did do that album once, but I didn't like how it sounded. But maybe I don't have a CD player. Well, I do. They got the laptop there. I suppose, in theory. Sure. Come on. Well, thank everybody for. Well, if you're still watching, you're probably one of the dedicated friends and fans. I hate using the term fans. I'm just a guy. Dedicated follower? Sure. That have reached out over the last week. I appreciate it. Week and a half. I felt the love, folks. I felt the love. We'll just leave it at that, right? So, there we go. As things get settled and such. Luckily, you got the old... Oh, right in the kisser. No, and you don't kiss noses. Right there. Got the old... Googleage check this week, which was awesome, including some of you folks that donated towards Christmas, because when I explained that back in October, you gotta get a check in November to buy the stuff for December, because that's the way it works. And so we're able to take care of the Christmas gifts for the girls. We're just doing just for the girls this year. And I had enough left over to buy some groceries for the household for the last few weeks. Why? Why don't you? Your friend Ernie Ball, he fits in. There you go. What? Why? Why was that? See, even up with the wines, you fit through fine. Just being a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. So yeah, did that. It was cool. With stuff locking down again and all that. Be safe, be well, you know, all that stuff. But did everything on Amazon. I know I really like to support the mom and pops, but I don't need to be quite as cautious with the health now. But I still have an older gentleman that lives here, right? And you know, he's not as high risk, but he's not exactly low risk. So why hassle it? I'm pretty much a hermit anyways. There we go. Ah, freaking finger. Yeah, the finger's still bothering me. There you go. You want to know how much tension? Lift the guitar up by the string and then tighten it. That'll do it. Sure. Let's go with that. What does that give you? Sure. Let's tune it up. Where's my tune? There it is. Get thirsty. Need a performance enhancing beverage. Must have this set to float slightly. Well, we'll put that one a bit sharp. Why not? Because there's not enough tension on the others. Just want to make sure I didn't jump the shark there and I start Nashville tuning her. Well, that's, you know, that seems a little loose. We're actually gonna just same thing here. Just don't be jumping out. There we go. These just feel like they're gonna snap on me at any time. Ting! There's a B. Come on, there's D, sharp, E. Remember, careful, especially when you get to the thinner ones. You don't need to stretch the plain strings too much. I like to give them a bit of a, just a bit. But I'm going to be extra careful because I don't want to snap one, because you can't buy single bullet strings. I don't even know if I can still buy these strings around here. I bought them on clearance. What are we doing time? Half an hour? 30 minutes and 10 seconds. How about that? There we go. we're gonna leave it at that. So I still gotta upload this, and I got shite internet. So where's you weren't here. So thanks everybody that watched, like, share. Well, you don't have to share. Nobody shares. Does anybody share? Sandra shares. Like and subscribe, please. Become patron. Links down below to cool stuff. Now I sound like Dave. Every time I do these repair videos, links to cool stuff down below. Buy a Penny Black CD. No, I don't sell those. He sells those. Well, still buy one. It's a good album. I got a copy. Oh, that's a long way down there. And so, yeah, become a channel member. Next to subscribe, you can become a channel member. It's awesome. You get perks or something. I don't know. I do dedicated videos. I'm going to start doing the hey! Here's your little caveat if you watch this far. Well, Ben here's upgraded the old StreamYards. Somewhat. They had a deal. We'll see how it works. But it's better than it was. I think I got rid of the duck, but it still says StreamYard. I don't know. Some quasi thing because it was half price, so they pulled off half the logo. I don't know. I'm going to go play this thing. And I'll see all you guys later. Cheers. Rock on. Be good to each other. Holding doors open. And I didn't even clean up the old strings. They're apparently everywhere. I need to do that too. There we are. I have my plans for the eve. I hope you have yours. Cheers. Good to each other. Can I talk? Not really. Put the trim cover on. Yeah. As I'm saying farewell, I'll put the trim cover on and you go, I don't know, make a sandwich? Play your guitar. Have you played guitar today? Most of you said yes, but that guy that said no, you go play your guitar now, please. 20 minutes, half an hour, I don't care. Just play. I'll see you later. I'm Ben. You knew that. You're on my channel. Bye.